If you need some easy to cook, easy to clean meal ideas for your meal planning, then stay tuned. Hey my friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm excited for today. Today is a collaboration with Sammy over at Managing the Maze, and I will tell you a little bit more about that in just a minute. But I want to get into the video because this collaboration is on cooking with a sheet pan. And you guys, it can't get much easier cleanup than a sheet pan. It's super quick to cook it, and it's super quick to clean your one sheet pan. So let's go ahead and get into these sheet pan meals that I have cooked at my house, and they are tried and true. Tonight for dinner, we are having a sheet pan meal. And I'm just making some chicken, and I'm gonna add these little potatoes to it, some carrots, and some green beans. And honestly, I'm not sure yet of what seasoning. This actually comes with a seasoning pack, so I'll use that one, garlic and parsley, but I don't know. I'll look in my pantry and see what other seasonings I wanna use. The first thing I'm gonna do is definitely to smash these down a little bit and slice them up into bite-sized pieces. I don't like big chunks of chicken, so I have to get these in smaller, more manageable pieces. And since I'm working with chicken, I'm definitely cleaning the surface, but then I'm just gonna slice the vegetables up into smaller bits, just so that they'll cook faster. I have an oven preheating to 400, and the first thing I'm going to cook are my potatoes. And just take a look. I can't find my decor piece that goes right there after Christmas. I don't know where it is. Anyway, I am going to get the potatoes ready, potatoes and vegetables, and I'll put them on here. And once the oven's ready, I'm gonna cook those for about 10 minutes, kind of get them a head start before I add the chicken. Forgot I also need to add some green beans. I'm only gonna put about that many, because I don't eat many of them, and my husband's the only other one that will eat them. All right, for the seasoning for the vegetables, I'm gonna use this olive oil that we got from Grapevine, Texas, but it's a jalapeno garlic olive oil. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this because it ain't cheap, and I don't want it to be too hot. And then I'm just gonna add more olive oil. And I'm gonna use the little packet that came in with the potatoes. That's probably good. And I'm gonna use this roasted garlic and herb seasoning. It's actually really good. So I'm just gonna add this. I'm gonna add kind of a lot just because I find that when I cook these things, the potatoes never seem to taste like not earthy. So I try to add a lot of seasoning. I'm not gonna add salt, and I'm probably not gonna add pepper. So anyway, I'm just gonna get this mixed up. Now I'm just gonna pour these onto the pan, get all that good stuff out. And I'm gonna let this cook, like I said, about 10 minutes, just to kind of give the potatoes and carrots kind of a head start. Isn't that pretty? That's why I added the yellow bell pepper, just to make it look pretty. All right, I'm My oven's ready, so time for this to go in the oven. Now to my chicken, I have a different spatula, just so you know, I'm not cross-contaminating. Anyway, I'm gonna add the olive oil to the chicken. I'm gonna add the same roasted garlic and herb seasoning. I'm gonna add some pepper, and I'm gonna add Cavenders. Okay, at this point, the vegetables have been cooking for probably 15 minutes. So I'm just stirring them up just to kind of get the olive oil and seasoning kind of spread out. And then I'm going to make a center empty space, and that's where I'm going to place the chicken, the little chicken pieces that I've seasoned. And once I place all of those chicken pieces down, then I will cook it until the chicken is done, which, gosh, I don't know, like 15-20 minutes because they're small pieces. But once the chicken is done and it's at its safe temperature, then I take it out, season it a little bit more. I do love my seasoning. And then I just kind of stir it up, break some of that chicken apart, mix it up real good. And if you see at this point you need to add a little bit more olive oil, you can do that. But anyway, once I get all of this done and mixed up well, then I stick it back in the oven for maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, just to make sure the chicken is done. But you have a easy and delicious chicken and vegetables sheet pan meal. I just want to tell you a little bit about Sammy over at Managing the Maze. You guys are gonna love her channel. I will have her channel link in the description box below, as well as the link to the playlist of all of the wonderful creators that are taking part in this collaboration. You are gonna get so many sheet pan meal ideas that you're just gonna not have to worry about your meal plan and menu for a long time. But anyway, over at Sammy's channel, she has wonderful meal ideas. She has some grocery hauls. So make sure you check out her channel. You are going to love her. Now, let's go ahead and get into the second sheet pan meal. Alright, for this meal, I'm super frustrated because I deleted what ingredients you need, but I am using an onion, a bell pepper that I had on hand. Now to make this, I'm just gonna add, I had this bag of tortellini in the freezer, so I'm gonna add it, and then I'm gonna add some more, because my son's actually eating with us tonight. And then I had a few meatballs in this package that need to be used. Add a little bit more. And you can use whatever meatballs you like. I don't like Italian style meatballs, so I just use the beef. Then I'm gonna add the onions and the bell pepper. And I mean, it's, you know, you can use whatever. This is not like a recipe that has to be exact, so whatever your flavor is. We happen to really like the Asian zing from Buffalo Wild Wings, so that's why I'm using it. And then you just want to add enough to coat everything really well. have my oven set to 350. So I'm just gonna add this to the sheet pan. And you can use parchment paper or whatever, but I don't feel like you really need to. I don't think it's gonna stick. But just spread it out evenly, and you wanna let it cook for at least, now the package directions on the meatballs says 9 to 10 minutes. But since I have some other things in here and it's pretty crowded, I'll probably let it cook for longer. I'm not sure how long yet, but I'll probably take it out after about 7 minutes and kind of stir it up and let it cook a little bit longer, and then just kind of test the meatballs and see if they need, and the tortellini, and see if it needs much longer to cook. With this meal, I'm making this little salad that we like to eat, and it's super easy, but it's just a cucumber that I peel and dice up into little cubes. And once I have the cucumbers diced up, I add a packet of dried and sweet cranberries and glazed walnuts, as well as some light balsamic vinaigrette, and I do use the Ken's. But I just add that and mix it up, and that is our little cucumber salad. So about midway through the cooking process, I take it out of the oven and I stir it around just to kind of mix it up so that it all gets evenly cooked. And then I put it in for probably another 15 minutes just to make sure the meatballs and the tortellini is done. But it turned out great, and this was a delicious and easy meal. I just want to thank Sammy so much for hosting this collaboration. Don't forget to check out her channel. Don't forget to watch the playlist, and when you go over there, make sure you show them a little bit of love by giving them a thumbs up, leaving a comment, and subscribe to their channel if you're not. Speaking of subscribing, if you have not subscribed to my channel and you are new here, welcome. I would love it if you would be a part of my YouTube family. You can help me reach my goal of 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year by clicking that subscribe button and click the bell button so you don't miss any of my videos. Also, make sure to give this video a thumbs up because it does help me out with YouTube. Thank you so much for watching to the end, because that also really does help me out. And anyway, leave a comment below on either of these meal ideas and let me know if you've made something similar. If you need more cooking or meal ideas, check the box that you see on the screen right now. You're not going to want to miss any of those meal ideas, and I will see you next time. Bye.